Hey there, welcome back to my channel. So today is the third video. Yeah, I almost said second. It's the third video in our series of how to build a new home. And I just so happen to be in our newest model home. You guys, it is so pretty in here that I had to film this video in here. I might try filming another couple of videos in here today. So if you see me wearing the same outfit in another video, you know why. Speaking of this outfit, I decided, hey, I'll try that poncho out. It looks so cute, but now I'm pretty sure it looks like I'm wearing a blanket. So I may ditch it halfway through this video. Who knows? So this video, what is it about? And guys, just so you know, I'm standing like right here around the kitchen sink, kind of, because this is gonna be kind of like having a kitchen sink conversation. So if you see me like lean over, it's just the Southern woman in me who likes to do the little lean action on the kitchen countertop, but I'm gonna try not to do that. So you've decided you wanna build a new home and you've already done like the first part of the process. You've already done that first homework assignment that I gave you in my last video. If you haven't seen that video, please go back and watch it. You really need to do that homework assignment first. If you haven't seen it, I will link it right up here. So go check that out, because really you need to know all of those things before you move on to the next step, which is researching the home builder or researching home builders plural. I always recommend researching more than one. You need to know what your options are and which one's gonna be the best one for you. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about how to research a home builder. But before we hop into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification buttons. You know, I've got to do my shameless plug. Hello. It's like in the YouTuber Bible. So I think it's one of the 10 commandments of YouTube. Yeah. Anyway, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications so that you know when I put out the next video so that you can keep up with this series and my silly antics, and we will jump right into it. So how do you even start researching home builders? Y'all, easiest thing to do to start off with, do a Google search. And I say that because as an online sales counselor, I cannot tell you how many times, not so much a day, but how many times a week I get a phone call from someone who says, hey, I saw your homes on Facebook. They're so pretty. I can't afford them, but can you tell me about other home builders in the area? Yeah, no, I can't. That is, you're asking me to promote my competition to you. And I'm not gonna do that. That would be like going to Apple and saying, hey, I can't afford an iPhone, but tell me all about the Samsung Galaxy. Yeah, no, they're not gonna do that. So, and home builders don't do that either. We're not gonna sit there and tell you all about our competition. It's kind of your job to do your homework or to do your research. So homework was last video, research this video. It is your job to do your research. It's kind of like when we had to write term papers in high school. It was my job to write my term paper. Nobody else did it for me. And in order to write my term paper, I had to research it. So just think of it like that. You would not believe how many people I've had to tell, yeah, you just want to Google search that. And you would also not believe how many people who, once I told them to Google search something, they said, oh, can you Google search it for me? No, ma'am. I am not doing your homework for you. I am not your personal assistant. Everybody who has a phone these days, or pretty much everybody who has a phone these days, can pull up an internet browser on their phone and go straight to Google. You are gonna have to be the one to do the Google search. Sorry, I will get off of my soapbox about that. So when you Google search, just type in, y'all, it doesn't have to be anything difficult or super specific. You know how to Google search, you're smart people. You just type in something like home builders in Memphis, home builders in the Memphis area. Or if you wanna get more specific to like which suburb, let's say you live in a larger city and you don't want to just type in home builders in Los Angeles. You can narrow it down to the specific suburb, or home builders in New York City. You can narrow it down to home builders in Flushing, home builders in Whitestone and Brooklyn, so things like that. You can narrow it down. All right, So once you do your Google search, usually that Google search will bring you back a ton of results. Just know that there are some home builders that may not pop up on that Google search because they're either smaller and they're not paying for Google ads or like the SEO side of things, if you know anything about that. I'm not gonna get into that. That is a whole series in and of itself. But there may be some smaller home builders that either don't or they cannot pay for as much advertising as the bigger builders. So you may need to do a few more searches on a few different websites just to find smaller builders if that's what you're looking for. And these other websites, I call them home source websites. That is step number 2, or the second thing you can do to search for home builders. You can go to websites like Zillow. Zillow has a new home construction side of their website, because I know that with Zillow you're used to seeing the homes that are for sale, the existing homes that are for sale. They also have a new home construction side of their website, and you can find home builders that way. Just know though that with the Zillow new home construction side of their website, most of the time builders have to pay to be on that. So just know that that could be a good way to find more builders, but it may end up rendering you the same results as Google. Oh, hello. Also, there are other sites like newhomesource.com. That one is a pretty good one for finding home builders in your area. Another thing that I never even thought of until I started working for a builder, you can go to the municipality's website or the town's website and take a look there, because in order to build, a home builder has to get permits. They have to, say if they're doing a community, they have to get their community, their planned development approved through the town or through the city. And so when they have to go through that process, it is a matter of public record. So you can go to your municipality's website and take a look around to see if they have anything published on their website about that. The reason why I did not learn about that, or I didn't think to do that before I came to work with a home builder, you guys, as the online sales counselor, I do know about upcoming projects. It's my job. And so I have to know what's coming down the pipeline, and I cannot tell you how many times people have called up and said, hey, I know you're starting a new project in this area or in this specific location. What's the time frame? And there's been times where I'm like, how did you know about that? Because we haven't started advertising, we haven't talked about it publicly, we don't even have floor plans and pricing ready for that development. So yeah, I had no idea how people were finding out about this, and then I learned, hey, it's because they're going to the town of Collierville's website and they're seeing that. They're seeing that we're in the approval process, or that we've been approved for this townhome project in this specific location. So that's an option too. If you really want to get into it, get into the nitty gritty, you can also go to the municipality's website. Oh, this blanket of a poncho. Good gosh, am I in a sleeping bag? I don't even know. Another option for discovering home builders is home shows. So if you've got a home show going on in your area, for us it would be something like the Vesta Home Show or the Home Builders Association Parade of Homes. So if you've got something like that going on in your area where you can go walk through multiple homes at a time, I would definitely recommend going to that, because usually multiple builders participate in the home show. Sometimes they will be builders that you do not find through your web search. So that could be a good way to find a builder that, maybe you didn't find on your web search. And like I mentioned in my last video, it's also a good way to find ideas. So I would definitely recommend going to those. Okay, so now that you have a list of home builders that you were able to find, now it's time to start researching each individual builder to see if they fit your needs, to see if this is someone that you would like to build your home. So, how do you start researching an individual home builder? First things first, go to their website. I really don't know of any home builder that doesn't have a website. Some may have like more information on their websites than others. It's always up to the individual builder as to what they put on their website. But you can find a plethora of information on a builder's website. Some of the things to look for are going to be, first, where they build. And I'm not just talking about like the location as in like which cities they build in. I'm also talking about like where their communities are located within those cities. So, you know, do they have 3 communities in Bartlett? If they do, where are those individual communities located? You also want to take a look at what they have going on in their individual communities. So if it is a builder that does do planned developments or planned neighborhoods, what's going on in these individual neighborhoods? Like I said in my last example, if they have 3 different neighborhoods in Bartlett, let's say there's one that you really like the location within the Bartlett area, you really like that location, well, did they still have lots for sale in that community? So do they still have available space for you to build your home, or do they have inventory homes available? Like, what's going on? Did they just open up and they still have a lot of availabilities, or are they winding down and, you know, are those availabilities now limited? So take a look at what's going on within their current communities. Also check to see if they have any upcoming projects, like if they have any new communities coming down the pipeline. Most of the time, if they do, they'll put a little something on the website. If they don't put a whole lot of details, they'll at least put a teaser on the website saying, hey, this is coming up, join our VIP list. Hello. Join our VIP list to be kept up to date on this new community. So check that out, see if they've got anything like that. Check to see if they build outside of their communities. Now, most home builders will not put somewhere on their website, we don't build outside of our own communities, just because it can open up a can of worms, like, and you know, how do you put that on a website? Where do you put that on a website? Like, you know, it can, I don't know, trying to put that on a website can be a little tricky. What I would look for is, do they have any projects that are outside of their own communities? Because if they do, most of the time they'll put something on there, like some pictures. For instance, there's one like builder here in Memphis or in the area that they specialize in building outside of, like, they don't have communities, they just build on people's own land that they already have. So check to see if they have any projects like that. Some builders, like for instance, us, we used to build within our own communities, and then we used to take on like some projects outside of our own communities. And when we did, we would have pictures of those up, just because those homes were usually bigger, like more impressive homes that we would want to show you, hey, like this is something special that we did outside of our own community. So check to see if a home builder, if a home builder has anything like that on their website. If they don't, then that's a pretty good indication that they don't build outside of their own communities. But whenever you get to the next step or the next video, whenever you get to calling their online sales counselor can always tell you for sure. Okay, also look at the floor plans that are on their website. Typically, a builder like us that we build within our own community, we're gonna put our floor plans on the website so that you can see, hey, this is the kind of floor plan that we build. These are all of your options. So take a look at the floor plans to see first, is there a floor plan that strikes your fancy? Is there a floor plan that is just the perfect floor plan for you that fits your needs to a T? Then check to see where they build that floor plan, because they may not build every single floor plan in every single community. So prime example, we have one community where we build anything from about 2,800 square feet up to about 4,500 square feet. And then we have another community where we build a minimum of 3,500 square feet, and we've built, in that particular community, we've built up to over 12,000 square feet. So we've got one community, bigger lots, different location. It's more of like an estate style lot and home. So we build them big over there, whereas this community that I'm in right now, we build them a little smaller because that's the purpose of this community. So check to see, hey, this floor plan, let's say the Bradley floor plan is just perfect for me, but do they build it in the community that I'm very interested in? If they don't, then where else do they build it? So check floor plans, check to see where the floor plans are built. Also, check to see if they have something like a picture gallery on their website. And I say that because I can tell you to look at a floor plan all day long. But if you're new to this, if you're not used to looking at a floor plan and you cannot get a good feel for how this house is going to be situated, you know, sometimes you just gotta see it. You have to see the pictures. So for me, it's part of my job. Part of my job all day, every day is to be able to look at a floor plan. So I can look at a floor plan and tell you, yes, this is gonna work for me. No, this isn't. Like, this is gonna feel weird. This layout is just not it for me. Whereas somebody else, say you don't do this for a living and you've never built a home before, you may look at a floor plan like, I have no clue. Like, this looks good, but I don't know. So look for a picture gallery to see if they have any pictures of what the inside of their homes look like. That way you can get a better feel for like where the breakfast room is in relation to the kitchen, or where the living room is in relation to the kitchen. That way you can get a better feel, and y'all, sometimes it just helps to see it. In relation to a picture gallery, check to see if they have anything like videos or a video gallery. Because some home builders do video walkthroughs of their homes. For instance, when we build homes, we typically take a look at the home and say, all right, do we have a video walkthrough of the Savannah floor plan right now? If we don't, we'll go ahead and have a video made of a new home before we sell it, so that you can watch the video and you can get a much better feel of what it feels like to walk through that home. And yeah, pictures help, the floor plan helps, but having a video can make all the difference in the world. So see if they have videos. Also check to see if they have like a company history or like an About Us page. And the reason why I tell you that is because most people want to know who is building their home. You want to know if your builder is a brand new builder or if they've been on the scene for years. What kind of experience do they have? How long have they been building homes? What is their process? You know, do they have anything on there about like, hey, this is how we do it, this is how we differ from everyone else? You know, what is the experience of their staff members? Because it's not just the head of the company that's going to oversee the building of your home. It's also going to be people like the vice president of the construction. It's going to be the construction foreman within that individual community. It may even be the model home agent that hops in and checks on things from time to time. So get to know the people that you're going to be working with, because I mean, it only helps. Also take a look if they've, like, it may be on the About Us page or it may be in a totally different area, but check their website to see if they have anything on there about like their building process or their the materials that they use, how it's different, how it's better. Check to see if they have anything on there about like the particular style that they specialize in. And I say that because, you guys, as someone who is in the home building business, I can tell you there is a definite difference between wood siding and something like James Hardie siding. So check to see, like, you know, do they do all brick homes? If you want an all brick home, check to see, hey, do they do all brick homes? If they don't, is it an option? Do they use any kind of siding? What kind of like exterior trim do they use? What kind of windows? Is the home energy efficient? You know, check to see how they do those type of things so that you know, is that something that I value? Is it not? You know, if they use different materials than say the last home builder that you researched, like, you know, that way you can compare. Like, I like their building materials better. I like their quality of design better. And also when it comes to their building process, some builders may put a lot of detail on their website about, hey, here's the process of like, you know, start to finish when you build with us. Some don't. So check to see, hey, do they walk you through that process? Do they tell you, hey, this is like once you sign a contract, these are the next steps we take. You're involved in this step, we do this, you do that. Do they put anything on there like that? Also, check to see if they have anything on there about like incentives or their own personal upcoming events. So if somebody has like a special, a deal, or some sort of incentive going on, they will sometimes put it on their website. If not, check to see if they have like an internal event going on. For instance, we did our own little like fall favorites, or our own little version of the Parade of Homes. It was also back in October, but at that event, we had special incentives going on for anyone who signed a contract at that event. So even though they may not have incentives advertised on their website, if they have an event going on, check that out because they may have event-related incentives. So also check to see if they have preferred lenders or preferred realtors. So when I say preferred lenders, most home builders are not gonna say you have to use this lender. That's the only person you can use to buy a home through us. Because we want you to have options. And you know, if you're relocating, your job or your employer may say, hey, here is a lender that offers a relocation package. So we're not gonna make you use one specific lender, just so you have options. But for instance, with our company, we do have a list of preferred lenders, and you don't have to use any of them. You're not obligated. But the reason why you may want to check that out is because if you have decided to go ahead and get pre-approved, but you don't have a lender in mind that you want to go ahead and work with, hey, there's a list of preferred lenders you can start by checking with. So, you know, at least they have some sort of reference for you. I have seen one builder do like a realtor reference. So, hey, if you're looking for a realtor to represent you in the purchase of your new home, here's a list of realtors we can recommend. We don't do that only because there are so many really good realtors in the Memphis area that page with like that list of realtors for us that we could recommend is like as long as it's like a mile long. So, you know, check to see if they also have anything like any other like recommendations on their websites. So yeah, check that out. Also, check to see if they have an online sales counselor. And I say that because if they do, that online sales counselor is gonna be a wealth of information. And so therefore, if they do, you know who to contact first. You know who to start with. If they don't, then they have to have somebody on there that says, hey, contact this person for more information, or click here to submit an email. So just check to see, you know, who to start with by contacting. Also, check to see if they have any reviews, any customer reviews on their website. It can help to see like what other people are saying about this builder. Their reviews, each review can be different because each homeowner can value something that another homeowner did not. So what's important to one may not be important to another. So check out the reviews. Just remember that the home builders, they're gonna put their best reviews on their website. So you're not gonna see like a mixture of like good, mediocre, and bad. So just remember, hey, you can check reviews here, but you also need to check them in other places. We're gonna circle back around to that in just a minute. The last thing that I wanna mention that you definitely need to look at on a home builder's website, look at their prices. Look at their prices. So if you know that your price range is $150 to $200, and their lowest priced home on their website is $450,000, then you know that it's just not gonna work with you in this builder, because you're looking for a home that's $150,000, the lowest they build for is $450,000. They're not gonna come off of $300,000. They're not gonna build a $450,000 home and sell it to you for $150,000. They're also not gonna build you a home outside of their community for $150,000 because that is much lower than their lowest price range or their lowest price point. It's not to them, it's not gonna be worth their time, money, and like, you know, sparing the crew to go build something that they're not gonna make a big profit off of. So look at the pricing. And I mentioned it last just because like, while everything else is very important, I didn't want to beat you guys over the head like with the pricing thing. I get this all the time. And there's nothing more like, I won't say frustrating, I just feel bad When people call in, yeah, I've got a budget of $250, what can you do for me? I feel bad having to tell them nothing. Well, I was on your website. Well, if you were on the website, you'd see that we start $250 above your price range. And like, yeah, I'm sorry, but we don't build anything less than that. Most of what we build, even though $450 is like, say, our lowest priced home, most of the homes we build are in the $5s and up. So unless you can double your budget, which most people can't, then there's nothing we can do for you. And I gotta feel bad having to tell people that. And don't waste your time. Don't waste your time falling in love with a home builder, falling in love with their design and their style and all of their options, and falling in love with the company themselves, only to call the online sales counselor and have them tell you there's nothing we can do for you. Like, that just, it wastes your time. It's also gonna waste like your effort, your energy. You're gonna get your hopes up for nothing. So look at the price range, and if it's way over your price range, it's time to move on to the researching the next builder. Okay, so that's everything I recommend looking for on their individual website. So in addition to looking at their website, there's other places that you need to go to research an individual builder. First of all, you want to check out their reviews. Check Google reviews, because people do leave Google reviews for home builders. Check Yelp reviews, they leave them there too. Facebook reviews, if they have a Facebook page, if that builder has a Facebook page, people can leave a Facebook review. And there's also reviews on other sources like Zillow. So you can leave a review on Zillow, on newhomesource.com. Here's the thing though, when you are looking through reviews, read every word of each review. And you have to consider the source, you just have to. So some people leave reviews as a homeowner, and I would give homeowner reviews a little more weight than other reviews. So for instance, we had someone leave a review on us. They were not a homeowner. They'd never bought one of our homes, never even walked through one of our homes. They lived across the street from a home we were building, and they left a review complaining about our crew. Well, the crew that they were complaining about turned out to not even be our own crew, but we cannot go back and correct that review. We did reply to the review letting them know, hey, that's not our crew. So be sure to read that. You know, take it with a grain of salt if it's not a homeowner. We did have someone else leave a review. It was like 901 Home Source. Yeah. They left a review on us saying, oh, these are beautiful homes if you can wait a year or two. Well, first of all, our build time is not 1 to 2 years. It is about 6 months. And did anyone from that company call us and ask us that? No. Did they check our website to verify that? No. Did they go to a model home to walk through it and talk to an agent to verify that? No, they spoke to no one at our company, went to none of our locations. And there's a way I can check to see who's been visiting our website. They didn't visit our website. They don't follow us on Facebook. How would they know? How would they know? They didn't verify their information, and they're out there acting like they're a home source for folks? No. But yeah, they just went out there, gave us a bad review, and said it was because of this. They didn't even have the right information, didn't even bother to check. So when you see reviews, read every word of them, look at the source, consider the source, and always give more weight to a homeowner review, because that homeowner has been through the trenches with that company. They've been there from start to finish in most cases. They live in that home. So yes, look at the homeowner reviews. Look at their social media accounts. Most home builders are gonna have social media accounts. We want you to be able to reach us by more than just going to our website. So, and if you think about it, how many hours a day are people on Facebook or Instagram? So yeah, most home builders have social media accounts. Check to see if they have a Facebook page, Instagram page. I would also check Twitter, some of them do. Even though Twitter is not as heavily used, check Twitter. Check YouTube, hello, you're already on YouTube. Check to see if they have a channel. A lot of home builders do have channels where they go ahead and post their video walkthroughs. Magnolia Homes has one. Check out the Magnolia Homes channel. You can walk through videos. You can look at, we have other like advertisement videos on there, like, hey, here's an old commercial that we did. We have community update videos for like new phases. So yeah, check out their channel. Also, you can check Pinterest and Houzz, and that's HOUZZ.com. You know, a lot of home builders that I personally know, they're veering away from those two just because like those are more of ideal websites. And we're not here to sell you our design ideas. If you want this design, we want you to buy this house. So it's kind of like, you know, letting you copy our homework. So yeah, you can check those and maybe on there. And honestly, Houzz is more for like people who are looking to do renovations. So, so yeah, you can find some things on there, but you know, they're sort of, you know, your less reliable sources for a home builder. Also, last step, promise you, ask a realtor. And the reason why I say ask a realtor about a home builder is because, look, realtors, it's our job, and I say I'm just a realtor for a home builder. So realtors for outside companies like Crylite, Caldwell Banker, realtors for like Keller Williams, it's their job to know what's going on in each community. And so a lot of the times when, let's say, they are not showing like a client a home on a specific day, if they have nothing to do that day, a lot of times they will go out to new home communities. They will walk through these homes and get to know these model home agents, get to know these builders. So a realtor's already done some footwork, and also remember that they already have the expertise for, you know, what's a good home. How is quality of construction different from this builder to the next? So they have that. Also, if the realtor has already worked with a home builder, like they've got experience. They know like this is what they're like to work with. They know home builders' reputations. And a lot of realtors have dealt with a lot of builders, so they're gonna know, check with a realtor. Like if you have a friend that's a realtor, or if you're working with the realtor, check with your realtor. So that is it for today's video. Long-winded. I'm surprised I still have the poncho on. In any case, thank you for hanging in there for yet another video. Like I said earlier, don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications. I will have more videos coming out. I'm gonna be working on some of them today, hopefully. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.